Awesome. I'm so excited to be in week 3 of this Back to Basics training. I think this has just been so awesome. I've heard such good feedback, so I'm glad everyone's really getting a lot out of it. So week 1, we kind of did an intro and just went over a bunch of basics. Week 2, we went over charting, and so it only makes sense to now in week 3 go over our daily steps, what to do each day, why to do them each day, and how doing that is going to take you to Ruby, Emerald, and Diamond, just like we talked about last week. So first, this business is so freaking simple, guys. So take the idea out of your head that it's going to be difficult, hard, any of that. What we do is simple. It's not easy, but it's simple, okay? We do the same simple tasks over and over again. And by doing that consistently, we get the results. It's so simple. And so before we go on, knock the ideas out. Anything that's holding you back, don't think it's complicated. If you're overcomplicating it, then we are starting from ground zero. This is such a great opportunity, not just for people who are new, because clearly if you're new, learning more about how to work each day is going to be awesome. But also for those of us who've been in for a little while, because it's so easy to get inside of our heads. I did this just today. I was sitting down, I was like, I need to get some work done, and I really just don't know what to do. Like, I just was overwhelmed and had no direction. And I'm like, girl, Mariah, just freaking calm down. Focus. This is simple. Find a simple task. And so sometimes it's really easy to get overwhelmed. So we're just bringing it back to the basic things that you want to make sure that you are doing every single day to be growing your business. And if you do these things consistently, we've got 7 things on the list. If you do these 7 things consistently, your business will grow. I promise. There is no way possible, if you're doing all of these things every day, that your business is not growing, okay? So first thing that we're going to do every day is we are going to post. This is so important. If you guys were on my week 1 video, we talked about the analogy with Walmart. You know, if you were to walk into Walmart and there's no products on the shelves, you're not going to buy anything. So it's so important to post about the products every day. If you walk into Walmart and there's no help wanted sign, you're not going to apply. So it's so important to post about the opportunity every day. And if you walk into Walmart and there is no sales associate, you're not gonna buy anything. And so it's so important that we keep ourselves on our page as well. And so don't let the idea of posting overwhelm you. If you're new or if you're old, sometimes this is like, it hits both, because when you're new, you're like, I don't know what to post, I'm new. But then when you've been in a while, you're like, I don't know what to post, I've done it all. So don't let it overwhelm you. There's 3 things that you need to do every day. 1, you've got to post about the products. Can't sell products you're not talking about. And so whether it's in your stories, on your page, how you do it, there's so many ways, but you want to make sure you're addressing products every day. You want to make sure you're talking about the opportunity every single day. It's life-changing, guys. There's so many amazing things you can say about it. And 3, you want to make sure that you're talking about you every day, and you're making sure to put your face out there. People are going to buy from people way before they buy from a sales ad. So those are your 3 things. That's it. So when it's time to post, don't get overwhelmed. Look at your page. What have you done today? Have you done one of those 3 things? Cool. You only have 2 options left. All right, you've done 2 of those things? Cool, you have 1 option left. Don't overcomplicate it. Once you get those 3 things up, then you know what? Go ham, do whatever you want. Post again about some coffee, that's fine. But those are your 3 minimums a day. You wanna make sure you're addressing those different avenues. And so it's so important. I don't know where I developed this whole thing of saying and so all the time, but it's driving me nuts. So we'll see if I can go through this without saying and so 30 times. Side note. Anyways, so we want to make sure, first and foremost, when it comes to posting and the look of your page, it is so crucial to make sure that your Facebook is you. It's your Facebook. If I go to your page, your name is at the top, not It Works Distributor. I'm not going to go look over here at Timoni's page and it's going to say It Works and I can go look at all that. No, it's going to say Timoni. And so the key thing for your page is it's still got to be you. You don't join this business and all of a sudden throw out all of everything and be like, it works, it works, it works. No. I mean, you can try, but we'll talk later on when you're tired of spinning your wheels and we'll go back to this point. You want it to still be you. You want to, if your grandma is going to be friends with you on Facebook, she should still be able to enjoy your Facebook and still know what's going on in your life, because we all have those grandmas, am I right? They just stalk Facebook to know what's going on. And so just because you start a business that's based off of social media doesn't mean we got to make grandma unhappy. Grandma can still know what's going on in her life. So make sure you are incorporating that into your page. I know when I got started, one of my biggest things when it came to posting, I was like, I have no idea what to talk about. I worked full time. I drove over 3 hours a day commuting to and from. I came home, I cooked, and then I went to bed, and that was my day. And I was like, okay, so this isn't fun. Like, who's gonna follow this? Oh my goodness, I'm in the car again. Like, what do you want from me? And you have to learn to train your brain to recognize moments. You can fake it till you make it, and social media does not have to be real time. So if you go to dinner, you're gonna go take a picture of everyone's plate, not just what you ordered, but what anyone you're with ordered. You post that in your story for the next 6 days, and people are like, oh, look at this girl, look at all these things she's trying. No, well, my friend Sally ate that, but social media doesn't have to know. You go to dinner, you go to lunch, you go out, you take a picture with every single person you go with. Group pictures, individual selfies, whatever that is. Now you have a bunch of pictures from one single event you can now address throughout your days. You can fake it till you make it. You can make your life interesting. Think of how you can incorporate how this business is changing your life and how you're able to work it. Before this, I was a nanny. And so I was able to work my business while at home with someone else's kids. Not mine, but someone else's kids. So I was able to talk about working while I was at the park, or being able to make money from the zoo, things like that. There's so many pockets of opportunity to talk about things going on in your life with this business. You've just got to train yourself to be aware. It's so funny now. I walk, like, it doesn't matter. My life hasn't changed. I don't work full time, so now I'm home full time. Like, I don't go out. I don't do all these crazy things. I'm at home in my, like, athletic pants 90% of the time. But my social media doesn't look like that, because that one time a week I go to church or I go to McDonald's or Walmart, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make myself presentable for this one moment in time, and then take enough pictures and capture enough segments of this moment of this day that'll last me a whole week. And so that's my biggest thing with that when it comes to posting and having that content, is you just have to train your brain to recognize it and create it. There's nothing wrong with creating it. You know, like I said, take pictures of everyone else's food. Take a picture of sitting on the couch drinking your coffee or reading your book or trying on clothes, or if you shop online, show what you bought. There's so much content that can be created even when you don't feel like you have this super engaging life. Let me pop a bubble for you and let you know there is no one in this world that lives this awesome, incredible, amazing life 24/7. Okay, those people that you follow on social media that you're like, oh my goodness, their life is so awesome and they just do all these things. No, they don't. They don't do that every day. They're doing what I'm telling you to do. They fake it till they make it, and they take those moments and expand them through time. Let's see. Oh, and my last thing when it comes to, no, I don't take that back. I have two things. One of my biggest things when it comes to posting, like I said, grandma's still gonna like our page, but what you have to stop, like, if you get nothing else from this freaking Zoom, stop sharing random crap on your page. I get it. We still want grandma to be happy, but you now run a business. And when you share that cat video or you share that thing about politics, whatever that is, one, just keep your political and baby mama drama off Facebook, because, like, it's just not the place. You can feel what you want. You can have the drama you want, but you don't want to air that out there. I don't want to join your team if I see you talking all the time about XYZ and how your baby daddy ain't giving you the right money, and I don't want that drama in my life. I'm not coming to you. No. I'm going to go find somebody else to help me make money. I'm not coming. Don't air your dirty laundry. And then stop sharing things, okay? For those of you who are new and you're learning this whole way Facebook works, Facebook does not like you if you share things. If you hit the share button on a post, Facebook sees you as not producing original content. And so why the heck are they going to show everyone on your friends list your post when you're just posting the same things 13,000 other people have already shared? They're not going to. Facebook is like, she's boring, she's unoriginal, no one needs to see her stuff. And honey, we want people to see your stuff. That's how we're gonna get interaction. That's where we're gonna get the customers and distributors. So stop sharing. Don't hit that button. Don't do it. And when it comes to posting with products, I've seen a lot of this lately. And I've seen it from newer people more than people who've kind of been in seasoned a little bit, but I've kind of seen it across the board. Because what's working right now best with Facebook is making the post of like just a little bit of text on a colored background. But we got to talk about this. Yes, that works. That is getting a ton of interaction and a ton of potentials. So yes, we want to do that. We want to do the cute little like, any moms on my timeline want to work from home, or if you could lose 31 pounds in 90 days, would you do it? Yes, we want to do that because it's working. But that is not always going to work if that's all I see. If I go to your page and all I see are colored backgrounds, I'm out. Like, no, you're not taking my money. This is not working. So what we're going to do, there's this book called Jab, Jab, Punch. If you've never read it, you need to. I've never read it, and I know I need to. But it's one book Brittany Hayes talks about all the time. And so I've learned through her from that. But what it talks about is like in a fight. You don't win a fight with your right hook. You don't win a fight with like that knockout punch. That's not what wins the fight. I mean, it may win the fight, but the only reason that is successful is the hundreds, the tens, the however many jabs you threw before. That's where the secret lies. And so what we want to do on Facebook is we want our posts to be those jabs. And so we post about Cleanse and we put it before and after. We post about the coffee and we put a picture of our coffee cup. We post about the business and we talk about the opportunity, what it's doing with a picture of us. Then we've already jab, jab, jab. People are paying attention. People are seeing results. They're seeing the product. They're seeing how it's changing your life. Then you come in with the right hook. Then you come in with that punch of what is working. That cute little colored background with the text. I just did one today. I've been posting. I have not done one of those in a minute. I've been posting about the opportunity, talking about how it's changing my life. I put up a cute little colored background. So it was like, I'm swamped. I need people who are looking to make $500 to $2,000 from social media. Within like 15 minutes, I had almost 100, like 50 to 100 comments on it. And it's not because the post is amazing, because 4 girls on my team shared that same post and did not get any comments. It's because we are orchestrating our social media to jab, 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 punch. So it's like they're looking, they're looking, they're looking. Now they have an opportunity to engage. Now they have an opportunity to post. So I think that's all I got on posting on our page. So number 2, what we're going to do every day is we're going to continue posting in our stories. Now, this is an entire different universe. This is where the majority of people are going to see your stuff. Facebook algorithm works a little bit different here. So this is your story is going to be shown to more people than your actual post will be. And so we have got to be utilizing this. If there is nothing in your story right now, honey, we got to talk. You got to go put something in there. And so 1, don't overthink. Okay, that's the whole point of this entire series, is to stop overthinking, get out of your head, and we're keeping it simple. So the same as we're doing on our page, we're doing in our stories. We want to post about the products, we want to post about the business, and we want to post about us. So we're looking through our life to find those snapshots. We went to dinner on Sunday. I took a picture of 7 people's plates while I was there. I got 7 days that I'm posting my food in my story. Like, this is what I'm eating tonight for dinner. This is what I'm eating for tomorrow night for dinner. So I've got some me in there. Maybe I'm taking a selfie because the lighting is really good and I want to talk about my window. Maybe I'm taking a video of me making my coffee every single day, because I do that every single day because it's amazing. And how many of you use a product every single day? A lot of us do. If you are not posting, using that product every day, you're doing yourself a disservice. So whether it's making your coffee, making your celery or collagen, taking Thermofite X, whatever that is, we use these products. And if you're not using these products, honey, you need to get on that gravy train, because these products are freaking bomb. And so start using them every day and showcasing that in your story. And you don't got to get crazy with it. Use Snapchat. I don't know how to use Snapchat. I don't at all. Like, if I scroll off the camera screen, I don't know how to get back to it. I have to close out the app and come back in. I don't know what I'm doing. But you can use Snapchat. You hold down the little record button, slide over, it locks it, you can pull your hands away, make your coffee, stop the video, fast forward it, save it, boom. Something for your story. Cute, simple, fast, perfect. Doesn't have to be complicated. I've learned on Instagram, you can get cute little filters. If you see a filter on someone else's video or photo, you can click it at the top and save it. And then you can use those filters too. So now I know how to sparkle things. Like everyone's doing sparkles. I got some sparkles now. But make the cute little videos there. Like just get creative with it. You know, going live is one thing. You'll hear people tell you all the time, you need to go live. But I think going live and going like live in your stories, just making little videos in your stories, sometimes has been more impactful for me than going live on my page. I mean, I may be able to preach for 30 minutes straight, but I don't think people can listen for 30 minutes straight. But I can also preach for 30 seconds, and I know I got them then. So don't overthink it. We're just wanting to showcase our life. And you utilize your resources. Like there's so much out there for you. Don't overthink it. Guess what? You need posts in your stories? Go on Pinterest. Search It Works Story Post. Boom. You have a ridiculous amount of stuff already made up for you. So don't give me an excuse of why you can't do it. There's all kinds of resources on YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, I've got a video of how to use Over to create your own content. I have another video about how to make your own posts and post in your stories. Like there's so many resources out there. So stop making excuses. We're posting on our page. We're posting on our stories. And number 3 that we do every day. Wow, I've been talking for 15 minutes and we've only got through 2 of the 7 things. Good luck, guys. So number 3, we are growing our network every day. This is so freaking important because, like, look at it this way. I think I did this analogy on the first Zoom too, but it's fine. They work, so we're gonna repeat. You're going fishing, okay? Here's your pond. You got 200 fish in your pond. How likely are you to get a bite? Now, we are growing our network consistently. So we're taking that same dang sized pond and stocking it full of 5,000 fish. How much more likely are you to get a bite? And they're even doing a soft rollout update with Facebook right now. So certain accounts are getting it sooner than others. And it's working through where they're going to get rid of that 5,000 friend limit. Like, holla. I know if you've been in here for a minute, you maxed out. And like, that is like lower, yes. But you can grow that pond. You can grow that potentials list because the thing is, every person on your friends list is now a potential. They are now in your network. They now have the ability to see your content and for you to connect with them. And so we've got to be growing that every single day. On my first video of the Back to Basics, I went over a lot about growing your network, so I'm not going to go over how as much. If you need some help with growing your network, just go to my YouTube, go to Back to Basics Week 1, and there's a bunch in there about that. But I recommend as in quantity, I tell my girls to send 100 friend requests a day. The thing is, not 100 people are going to accept your friend request if you send 100. So that typically is getting people between 20 and 50 accepted. And I mean, that can over time definitely grows. If you are new and you are under 2,000 friends, honey boo, you got focus. This is your focus. You have got to grow your network. You have got to get more potentials. Staying slow, grow your network. You feel like your posts aren't getting interaction, grow your network. Whatever the issue is, I can probably tell you to grow your network and it'll fix it. That is so freaking important. So we've got to make sure every day that we are bringing in new people into our network. Okay, number 4, the 4th thing we do every day is we get up post to post. If you've ever been on a Zoom with me before, you know I will preach the life out of some host to post, okay? Let me just lay it out there for you. Okay? My thing is, if I can send you a post and you make the post and then people comment on the post wanting what I have to offer and I don't have to do anything except for send you a post and then like all of these people want it and I just can be like, hey, you already want this. Here's the info. Yes, please. That is making my life so much easier. So I am about it. I get up all the host to posts. So I recommend, what I've been challenging my girls is to average between 5 and 10 a day. There's so many different ways to do this, and I don't know what your team offers. Personally, my team, we do a giveaway every month. So if your team does a giveaway, this is how I do it. I post about our giveaway once a month, or not once a month, once a week. Wrong words, once a week. Again, this is going back to that whole concept of jab, jab, punch. If I post about our giveaway, for example, every single day, why would I really take the time to comment today? Because you're just going to post about it again tomorrow. But if I only post about that thing once a week, shoot, by the time I post it again, I have like 500, 600 new friends I've added that don't know I do a giveaway. Those things blow up. It's creating urgency. It's, you know, creating something that's not always available. So I post about it once a week, message those people like, hey, I'll put you in the drawing for our team does $100 every Friday. All you gotta do is put up a post for me. They say yes, send them the post. Cool. Now, like clockwork, every 2 days, so they posted, 2 days later, I messaged them and I'm like, hey, boo, want a second entry into our giveaway? All you have to do is post about the giveaway. So it's super simple. It's something like, hey, my friend Mariah is giving away $100 every Friday. Drop an emoji and she'll send you info. Okay, so this gives them 2 entries into our giveaway. And now, those 20 hosted posts I got up yesterday all just posted about my giveaway, or got up 2 days ago. So not only did I get all of those potentials, now I've got like hundreds of comments of people who want to post for me. And then guess what happens? They're going to post for me. Then all of their friends are going to want my products. But then 2 days later, I'm going to have them post about my giveaway. And all their friends are going to want it in my giveaway. And so organically, this has been amazing for my team and me to get up so many more hosted posts, so much easier, because guys, we want to work smarter, not harder. So let's see. I'm reading the chat. Okay, girl, I'm going to talk about follow-ups and hosted post follow-ups now. I was going to say in a minute, but it's actually my next point. So good thing I looked at my notes. Anyway, so the 5th thing that we do every single day is we follow up. So let me give you some stats here. 2% of sales happen on the first contact. 3% of sales happen on the second contact. 80% of sales happen on the 5th to 12th plus contact. Not content, Mariah, get your words right. On the 5th to 12th contact. So if you are not following up with people 5 to 12 plus times, you're missing out on 80% of your sales. Okay, let that sink in. So if you talk to 10 people, 2 will buy on the first contact, 3 will buy on the, that's not how math works. All right, whatever. Most of your people are gonna get started there at the end. So we gotta be consistent, y'all. Let me tell you, anyone be successful in this business, you don't gotta have all the right words and know how to math. It's fine. Don't disqualify yourself. Anyways, flip my notes over because I got myself flustered. So we've got to make sure that we are being consistent. And so I'm going to go over it very at the end, organization, because that is so key. Because if I tell you to follow up with 10 people and you don't have an organizational system, where are you going to find the people? So we're going to talk about that. But you want to make sure that you are being consistent when you are following up. And so what I typically do, this goes back to our little host to post comment over there. I will get today's host to post, or yesterday's host to post, or today's follow-ups. Very simple. If someone commented on host to post for me yesterday, and I talked to them yesterday, today I follow up with them, and I do that every single day. On Friday, I go back and I follow up with everybody for the week, so you get an extra message that day. But so that has made it a lot more simple for me, because I was getting so overwhelmed. I was writing down so many names. I get up a lot of host to post, guys. Like, it's the 22nd, and I have over 500 host to posts up. So if this, like, you can see, I can't keep straight of nothing. I can't even keep track of my notes, and I can't math. So I can do that. You can do that. We can organize. It's fine. And so I go through there, and I will literally I got to go scroll back anyway, because 2 days ago, those people need to now do a second entry. So while I'm doing that, when I finish those, I go through all mine from 2 days ago. And then when that one's done, I just start following up with people until I get to today. It's pretty simple. It's pretty easy to follow up because we're not overthinking it. We're keeping it easy. And when it comes to following up, don't overthink it, okay? You don't have to say all the right things, and you don't, like, it's not a game of, like, I got to say the right thing that's really going to make her order this time. That's not what's happening here. The truth of the matter is, she's going to order, whoever you're following up with is going to order when they're ready, not when you say the right thing. But we got to be in their back pocket. We want to be the person who is consistent, most consistent, who they think of when they're like, oh, I want to lose weight. Well, Wendy over here sells some stuff. I'm going to go contact her because she's been following up with me consistently. But guys, let me just say, don't be ignorant and think you are the only AWorks distributor on your potentials page, because you're not. That's like not happening, okay? whoever you're talking to, whoever you were like, hey girl, you want to buy Thermofan X? Guess what? Tamoni may be on her page too, offering her the same thing. And she's going to sign with the person who is the most consistent in following up. That's the basic math of it. And so you just have to be more consistent. You don't have to say the right thing. You don't have to have the right pictures. You just have to be more consistent than anyone else. We want to be in their back pocket. The second they're like, you know what, I'm really ready to lose that weight, they know who to call. They don't have to be like, what's that girl's name? No, they know. Because you messaged every Friday or every other day, like whatever you're doing, you've done it consistently. And it doesn't always have to be a message. And y'all get creative. Go send a gift. There's some really funny ones. People love it. I love to send one that's like, hey, you there? And people are like, what? And I'm like, oh, I just want to make sure you're ready. You know, you want to order now? Like, another good one I use, I just ask people, like, if I followed up a bunch, because I will follow up until I die, and they haven't responded, I'll sneak in a quick, like, I'm so sorry if I offended you. People don't like to think that you're unhappy with them, and they're like, oh my goodness, you did offend me. And I'm like, cool, you ready to buy? It's fine. You can also follow up literally by just going to their page and interacting in their stuff. Going in there and talking, like commenting on their picture, girl, your dress is so cute today. The thing is, you're still the name they're going to think about because you are the one that is present. You are being consistent. You are in their face. That segues perfectly into the sixth thing we want to do each and every day, and that is interacting. So the thing about Facebook and Instagram, more so on Instagram, well, probably equally, I think more so on Instagram personally, but you got to give love to get love. So if you're sitting there like, hey, no one loves my crap, there's no comments and likes on my posts, I don't understand what I'm doing wrong. Honey, do you like and comment on other people's posts? Because if not, let me tell you where we can fix this. You've got to be building those relationships. Sometimes this was probably one of the hardest things for me to grasp, and I just didn't do it for the longest time because I was like, I don't think commenting on Sally Q's picture and being like, hey, your kid's cute is going to make me money. Like, it's just not. So I wouldn't do it. But then I would complain because nothing was happening on my page. The thing is, like I said at the very beginning, people buy from people. And so you've got to build those relationships. Now, how? What do I say? Well, imagine every post you see or every story you see, your best friend posted. If your best friend posted that, would you reply? Would you say something? And if so, guess what? We're saying something today. We are responding because all of these people on Facebook, they're your friends. So we're going to pretend that they're actually your friends and we're going to build those relationships. There's so many people that I got on Facebook that we've never even talked about products or the business, and we just, go back and forth about dogs. And I posted a video on my story for my honeymoon. We went to a place in Miami and played with monkeys, so that's like my dream. And I get people now, I talk about monkeys with people all the time now. But the thing is, I was talking to this girl about monkeys. 4 days later, she messaged me. She's like, girl, you really make money from home too? And I was like, hey, you wanted to go play with the monkeys, so let's make money from home, and you can do that. We're building those relationships, and that is so important. That goes into building, like with going live, posting videos in your stories, that kind of thing. Let me take, again, simplification here. Take the stress off of you. What you say doesn't matter at all. You can get on there and you can say something about the business and completely mess it up. That's fine. You can get on there and talk about what you're cooking for dinner. That's fine. The point of going live, yes, talking about the business is awesome, especially on live, because people are like, ooh, I want to know what's going on. And people love to hear your story. They may watch your video when they went and read a long post. But the point of going live and putting videos into your story is building that relationship. All of you feel like you know me more because I'm sitting here on camera talking to you. This is real me. This is not like camera me, like Mariah's going to do a meeting, let's put on her face. Nah, this is me every day. Pray for my husband. Like, this is how it is. But you guys feel like you know me more because I'm on here and I've got a voice and I'm sharing and I'm messing up and I can't do math and I mess up my words sometimes. And because of that, you know I'm a real person. And that's what we want our audience to feel as well. So go live and take the stress off. What you say does not matter. Y'all, you want to talk about like messing things up? But for the first like week of when I joined this business, I was selling, like people were actually ordering and paying for Thermophyte. And I told them it was coffee. I did not know what I was doing. I was just doing the dang thing. So you don't got to know everything. You don't have to have the right answers. It's okay to make a mistake. Y'all, it's fine. How many mistakes have I made while I was talking on here? If we counted, it could be like a drinking game or something. Like, it's okay to be you. It's okay to get nervous. I've got a girl on my team. She has like severe social anxiety. Went live or made a video and posted it the other day and said a bunch of like mistakes and was shaking, and you could hear in her voice how nervous she was. But that's okay, because that is one, growing her as a person, but that is showing people that she's real. Now they have something new to connect with. So I think that's all I was going to say. I don't know. I went way off my notes on that one. The last thing that we're doing every day, number 7, only took us 30 minutes to get here, is personal development. Guys, this is the seriously, I always save it for last anytime I talk about daily steps, because you save the best for last. And this is what is going to make or break your business. And I mean that. Like, you can do the other things. Go do your posts, go do your interactions, go send your messages. But if you're not taking time to pour back into yourself and grow yourself, none of that is going to work. It may work for a little bit. You may go ruby, emerald, diamond. That's cool. But you're not going to be able to sustain it. You're not going to be able to be there because you're not that level of a person. You joined this business as a basic person. You didn't know what you were doing. And so not only do you have to level up your business and your knowledge and all of that, but you got to level up who you are and who you show up as. Do you think the first time I went live, I talked like this? No. The first time when I went live, I was like shaking. I was quaking. It was that bad. Like, I have social anxieties. You would never guess, right? I have brain damage that makes it where I slur my words sometimes and I can't remember things. And if that like starts acting up, I like red in the face, shut down, life is over. And so I love talking, obviously, I'm here. But it was always one of my biggest anxieties. And that was very apparent when I started this business. I had never gone live before. Why the heck would I have done that? But I started talking. I knew one day I wanted to be on stage. I wanted to be able to inspire people. And so I was like, I'm going to start doing it now. And I had to develop as a person. I am not only in like an area like that, but Lord Jesus, if you would have told me 17 months ago, that one day you're going to be happy, one day you're going to be making money, one day you're going to be confident, one day you're going to be able to talk in front of hundreds to thousands of people without worrying, I'd have been like, nah, man, not me. I'm insecure. I don't do that kind of stuff. Like, no, I want to speak, but my voice doesn't carry any power. Like, not me. But because I took the time to develop who I am, God's got this awesome vision for you. He's got this amazing destiny. But the you are today will never have the things that you want and the dreams that you have until you develop into that person. I wanted to go diamond so bad. I was pushing. I had a really quick start. Went ruby in 30 days, emerald by month 3. And I was like, dude, we going straight to diamond. That did not happen. 4 months later, I was like so close. And I was like, I don't understand what's wrong. The thing is, and I hit it in month 4. But if I would have gone diamond, or not month 4, 4 months later, so that was month 6. Okay. That I promise that math adds up. Because it was the 4th month, so 6. 3 months later, it's cool. But if I would have gone diamond before then, I wouldn't have been able to do it. Good Lord Jesus. I was a rough diamond leader anyway. I didn't know what I was doing. I would not have been a leader before that. Like, at all. I had to develop. I had to be the person deserving and who could handle that level. So maybe you're stuck not promoting. Maybe you're not new. Maybe you've been here for a minute. Well, maybe you're not promoting and hitting your goals because you haven't taken the time to become the person who is needed at that level. The person you got to be able to handle and be capable of those challenges, of those requirements that it's going to take once you hit that level. You got to develop yourself. I will preach all day here, guys. I promise I can do it. Okay, maybe. All right. Y'all, I'm a squirrel. You start putting more sounds in here, I don't know what's going on. So don't overthink it, okay? We're keeping things simple. In the art of that, I'm gonna tell you how to do personal development, because when I joined, I was told personal development. I was like, I think I'm developed as a person. I think I'm good. I mean, I think I'm all right. I'm a pretty cool person. It's fine. I didn't know what that meant, and I didn't know what resources I needed. Like, I like to read, so I was reading some books, you know, some different things. But the things I was reading wasn't necessarily going to change my business or who I was when it came to money. Like, it wasn't growing the right parts of me. And so I think that's so important to, one, identify where you need growth. If you need growth as a leader, then don't go read a book about how to make money. If you need growth when it comes to your money mindset, don't go read a book about how to develop confidence. You got to identify what you need right now. You're going to need a lot of things, boo, because we are flawed human beings, but you got to figure out what's going to be most important, what's crucial right now. And then pinpoint that. That's where we develop in today. Like, that's what we're focused on right now. And this could change day to day, week to week, month to month. I don't know. So I've got 4 books open at the same time sometimes, because you never know what Mariah's going to need today. But we've got to identify that, and that's the area we're going to develop. And so one great way to do personal development is reading. Right now, I am reading Be Obsessed or Be Average. If you've not read this book, it is obsessive. It's so good. Oh my goodness, one of the best books I've ever read. Another one of my favorites is Secret of the Millionaire Mind. If you've never read that and do need help with money management or manifesting more financial gain in your life, that book is incredible. You've got Rachel Hollis for, you know, getting some of that confidence in there. Identify what it is, and I promise you there is a book out there to help you. Another great thing is, for those of you who are not readers, look, pop that excuse, we can get an audio book. You can just listen to it. You can't tell me that you don't own headphones or can't go get them from the dollar store. It's cool. We're making this work. And so Audible is great. I know that's what a lot of people use. Personally, I use Scribd. So I'm going to put that in the chat. I'm not going to try to spell it. Scribd. I know, it's just a bunch of letters, okay? But where Audible, you get like 1 book a month, but you have to pay $10 a month anyway. On Scribd, it's like $11 a month, and you get unlimited access to any audiobooks, like not paper books, but like books that you read on your phone, any of it that they have on there for like $11 a month. So it's awesome. I freaking love it. And they've got 90% of the books you want to read anyway. So that's in there. It's called Scribd. Oh, if you guys are watching the replay on my YouTube, it's SRIBD. It's weird letters, not gonna try to spell it off my top of my head. So audiobooks are great. Now we got YouTube. Cool thing. If you've never heard of this, or if you've never watched The Secret, you can go watch it for free on YouTube. Personal development, boom, got you. It's also on Netflix, and it's gonna take you back to those glorified school days when you watch those videos with horrible graphics and people doing weird things. It's one of those. But the message is awesome, and so you need that attraction marketing thing going. So that is awesome. YouTube has so many resources in addition to things like that. There's so many motivational speakers. I mean, you've got like Eric Thompson's one of my favorite. You can watch amazing sermons. You want a sermon series to change your life, go look up Crazy Faith by Michael Todd, and thank me 6 months from now when you finish, because there's so many, but dude, it will shake you. It's amazing. But there's so much on there. So again, no excuses. You have resources. Don't tell me I can't afford a book or audiobooks. YouTube is free. We also can journal. Journaling is amazing, guys. I was one of those people who was not a believer in journaling because I thought affirmations and writing things down was stupid, and I did not have time for that. I had this idea that affirmations is looking in the mirror and being like, you are beautiful, you are smart, you are kind. That's not what it is, okay? That is not what we're doing. I wrote down affirmations earlier. I can read those off for you because I was in a funk. It's more things like, my host-to-posts are blowing up. Everyone I talk to is ready to join now. My inbox is exploding. I'm signing all of the customers in the whole world. My team is growing. I'm mass enrolling. I'm a strong leader. My team is mass enrolling. I'm attracting the right people at the right time. You want to speak life and existence over your business. Get freaking crystal clear. I attract money. Money just shows up to me. You'd be surprised. Money's just gonna start showing up. You're gonna find a quarter and you're like, yes, it works. I promise. Also, podcasts. There's so many free podcasts, okay? Android, iPhone, I don't care. You got free podcasts at your fingers. So go freaking watch them. I mean, our very own queen, Pam Souder, has a freaking incredible podcast you can listen to. Jade Hooper just made one. Ashley Mayfield has one. Joel Dunn has one. Those are just our company people. And then you get outside that and you've got Ed Milet. It's amazing. There's the Leadership Summit has one. Manifestation Babe. Like, there's so many amazing podcasts out there. So no more excuses, because I just gave you a butt ton of ideas of how to grow yourself. In addition to personal development, though, we do want to slide in there and get some business development as well, because as we're growing as a person, we are growing for those next levels, but we also have to grow our knowledge of how to get there. If I give you a diamond chart on day one and like, here you go, you're going to be like, how do I do this? Well, you develop yourself as a business person. And so we're going back to YouTube because it is freaking amazing. All the top leaders, for the most part, in this business have YouTube pages where they post trainings. So don't tell me you don't have an upline. Sucks. You have YouTube. YouTube is now your upline. Like, it's fine. I'm a little sick, guys, by the way. Just be proud of me out here hyping y'all up anyways. Go follow my YouTube. I post all my trainings on there. I mean, there's Ashley Mayfield, Cheyenne Knox, Kelsey Thornton, Morgan Martin, literally all your top leaders, okay? Don't know who a top leader is? Cool. Go to Mark Pentecost's Facebook page, go to his post, go to the comments, find a top leader, and then go find somebody. They're all on YouTube, okay? Don't give me excuses. Go watch those trainings, because those are going to develop and teach you new skills. This business is constantly evolving. How we work it is constantly evolving. I mean, guys, drop a 1 in the chat if you guys are on TikTok. Like, let's talk about evolving. And not just scrolling on TikTok, but we actually freaking trying this dang thing. I'm out there looking like a fool. It's fine. We're doing this because the business is evolving. But I can't come up to you and be like, hey, go start working your business on TikTok. And you're like, I don't know. Well, guess what? There's a YouTube video training out there, because there's training for everything. But you've got to be developing yourself. And this goes back to leadership as well. So if you're in this business, you sign one person, woohoo, you're now a leader. But to be a leader and to be able to share and have that content, to be able to teach people things, you first got to have the knowledge yourself. And so I can't do trainings for my team every week if I'm not learning new things every week. And so we've got to constantly be developing ourselves. You know what? Every person in this business does this business a little bit differently. And I know I'm so much fun to listen to, but there may be someone else out there who you're going to learn better from. I love my upline to death, but she's more yellow than red, and I need me some red to tell me what the freak to do. And so I learned how to run this business from YouTube, from people like Katie Beppington and Kelsey Thornton, who is yellow but kind of red at the same time. Ashley Mayfield, people like that. And that's just because they spoke my language. They talked, I listened, I got it. So find someone. Your upline, don't have an upline? It's the same. YouTube is now your upline. Your upline explains things in ways you don't necessarily get. Like, maybe they're red. Maybe you guys are on my team and I just yell at you guys all the time, like, go get your life together. You're made for awesomeness. Now let's work. And maybe that's not working for you. That's fine, because there's so many green, blues, and yellows leading on YouTube where you can go find training. So we want to make sure we're constantly growing us in all aspects, business, personal, the whole shebang. We are the full package. So we're going to wrap it up with talking about organization, because we went over the 7 things we're doing every day. But to optimize those things, to get the best results, we've got to have some kind of system. If I could show you guys my office, you would be like, are you sure you're the one to tell me about organization? I live in an organized chaos, okay? So if I can be organized, you can be organized. You just got to find what works for you. There's no right or wrong answer. There's no like, this is how you have to be organized for your business to work. No, you just got to have something, because the truth of the matter is, we want to go back to that ignorance thing earlier. You're not the only distributor on your potentials timeline, okay? They announce a special. Your mama is organized. I'm reaching out to all of those potentials before you have a chance if you're not organized. So especially with conference being right around the corner, we're getting ourselves organized. We have those lists, because when they announce those amazing things that are coming, we're going to be ready. So a couple of the ways that I stay organized in my chaos is, 1, collections on Facebook. If you guys are not utilizing collections on Facebook, we start now because it's life changing. So it's so simple. Okay, my phone is like dying, so I'm not going to show you guys. I'm just going to have to tell you. But if you go to a post, there's like 3 dots in the top corner. Click the 3 dots. It'll have the option to save. You hit save. It'll say save to collection. You tap there. You start a collection. And now, anytime you want to reference that, you just go to the collection already on Facebook. So this, all of my host to posts for this month, 1 collection. If I'm going to go check on them, if I'm going to go see if there's comments, if I'm going to go whatever that is, I know exactly where to go. It takes me 2 seconds to get there. When it comes to posting, I talk all the time about referencing leaders' posts for inspiration. So I've got a collection for product posts and then a collection for business posts where I have saved leaders' posts that I can go and be like, look, I already posted about the product for me today. Guess I need to go post about business. I don't know what to talk about. I got a collection, takes me 2 seconds to get there, find a post that I want to talk about, be like, cool, I really like how Morgan talks about how thankful she is today, so I'm going to talk about how thankful I am. Boom, simple, okay? Notes, Lord, for goodness gracious, everyone, especially if you're new, your upline loves you, okay? We do, we love you, sweet little baby new people, but please, for the love of all things good and holy, keep your scripts saved on your phone. Don't ask your upline what to say about coffee every other day. We are going to be self-sufficient and run our own businesses, okay? So keep it simple. Use the notes on your phone. Save the scripts there. You can even organize. Personally, I use an app called Wunderlist. It's like Wunderlist, I think. And so it's just like notes on your phone, except for the fact I can log in. So I can log in on any device. If I work on my computer, I can log in and have my scripts there. If I work on my husband's iPad, I can log in and have my scripts there. So that's what I use. But I'm organized. So if someone messages me and it's like, hey, how much is coffee? It takes me 0.2 seconds to tell them versus having to go look on the team page and look through a bunch of stuff to try to find a script or reach out with my upline to message me back. I've got it all saved in one place. So, organization. The next thing is I keep track of my potentials, like by writing their names down. And I'm going to show you guys how formal this is because it's very difficult. Okay? These are potential customers, and these are potential distributors. That's it. That's all I do. I just write their name down in a column, and then I flip the page when it fills up, and I write more names. Okay? It doesn't have to be complicated. If you're not a pen and paper person, don't force yourself to be a pen or paper person. I am, and I was trying to force myself to be a technology person. I was keeping all the names in my phone, but then I would get tired of there being names like on a list, and I would just delete it and be like, I ain't got time for this. So it didn't work. I write it down on a piece of paper. But the thing is, Mark Pentecost comes out, hey, $20 distributor codes again. That's what I'm praying for. I don't know about you guys. That's what I'm praying for. But if he says that, look, I got all of my potential distributors right here. It's going to take me 0.2 seconds to get to them. So whether it's on your phone or on a piece of paper, you have got to keep like track of everyone. Like I said before, 80% of your sales are going to come from the 5th to 12th contact. How are you going to contact someone 5 times if you don't even have their name written down? You're not. They're going to fall through the cracks. And then you're going to plant a seed in someone else's garden. Because, honey, you done planted the seed, you done did the work. You told them about the opportunity, you told them about the business. They want it. Maybe not now, maybe down the road, but one day they're going to be ready. And if you don't take the time to put their name in your phone on a piece of paper and follow up with them, somebody else will. And because of the work you did to plant that seed, somebody else is going to reap your harvest. And I ain't about it. I'm stingy. I want the harvest from the work I'm putting in. So I'm writing down all of my names. Not one person is going to fall through the cracks. Another thing I do, I'm like, I have all of my stuff on my tiny desk. How am I losing things? I keep a daily checklist of what I'm doing every day. Now, this has looked different for me. Sometimes I just put it on a scrap piece of paper. Right now I'm trying to do in my planner. It's not working well. Scrap pieces of paper. I told you, organized chaos here. But by doing an organized list of what you want to get done every day, when you have those moments, like I was talking about earlier, I sat down and I was like, I need to work, but I don't know what to do. Like, I have so many messages and haven't got my host post up. Like, no, that takes it out. You sit down, time to work, you look at your list. What haven't you done? Did you say you were going to follow up with 25 people and you've only followed up with 20? Guess what? You know what to go do now. You said you were going to get 10 hosts to post up. You've only gotten up 3. Guess what? You're going to work. You know what you need to do. And so this is what mine looks like. Chaos. I got my tasks. I just check them off and throw up some tally marks as I complete them. Y'all, it doesn't have to be complicated. You just got to figure out what works for you. You forget to post, guess what? Go set an alarm. We can do it. We can all do it. It doesn't have to be difficult. Yeah, that's about all I got for you guys. So we're going to end here without making any notes because I was running late. I stopped eating dinner to come talk to you guys, and so I didn't finish my notes. But as we've been focusing on each week is we just want to make sure that we are keeping it basic, keeping it simple. Like, it can be fun. This business can be fun. It can be great. It can be all of this, but it does not have to be complicated. You want to make $1 million? Cool, boo, you can. But you can't do that if you don't know what's going on, if you aren't doing things consistently. And guys, I've said it several times. I'm going to say it one last time. That's what I'm going to end with. Just, it hit me in the heart. Consistently. You can't give your business one day of hard work and expect it to go Ruby. Honey, no. Have you ever seen a tree planted and like plant a seed and have a tree in the same day? That's not how this works. You're running a freaking business. So guess what? You've got to show up today, and you've got to do the same thing tomorrow, and you've got to show up the next day, and you've got to show up the next day, and you've got to show up the next day, and you've got to show up the next day, and I could keep going on, okay? You've got to do it consistently. Yes, I'm a mass enroller. I was not a mass enroller when I started because guess what? I hadn't done anything multiple times. But because for 17 months now, okay, 17 months I've been with this business. Every single month, I've averaged 10 host to post a day. At least about 300 host to post a month since I started, okay? You wanna know how I can get up 500 host to post in half of a month almost? It's because consistently for over a year, I've been doing at least that. I've been doing the work. The more you do it, the easier it becomes. The more you do it, the more it compounds. This whole business is a compound effect. What you do today should feed tomorrow. The customers you sign this month should feed next month. But you've got to keep doing it. If you give yourself 7 days of consistent work, you take off a day, all of those seeds you just planted are now dead and you've got to redo the whole work. If you go up to a farmer and ask him if he's going to plow the field tomorrow, if he's going to water the plants tomorrow when you don't see anything on the ground, I guarantee you he says yes, because he knows the work he puts in now. If he shows up consistently when he sees no results, if he shows up when it's cold and he's outside and he doesn't want to be there, when he is sick, when his kids called out of school and are at home, and if he shows up anyway consistently and puts in the work, he knows the harvest is coming, and the same is true with your business. I don't care how long you've been in. I don't care if today is your first day or it's your like 30th year. I know it's impossible, but I don't care how long you've been in. I don't care how bleak it's looked. I don't care how scared you are because you just started something new. Let me tell you, you can make $1 million. You can change your stars. Whatever that big, scary dream you have, you can make it happen. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your background is. I don't care where you came from. You can do that, but you cannot do that on a wish and a prayer. You've got to do that on solid foundation of work that can only come from you. It can't come from your upline. It can't come from your best friend. It can't come from your sideline. It can't come from your downline. You've got to show up for yourself each and every day. And when you commit to that, dude, when you can commit to that, just showing up, just doing 7 things, just 7 simple things a day. You do that every day. We'll talk next year the same time and you'll be diamond, double, triple. I mean, it can happen. Miracles can happen. Mountains can be moved, but not by just a wish and a prayer. You join networking, not net wishing. Pun intended. You got to put the work in, guys. So we went over some basics. We went over charting. Now you know what to do to fill that chart up. So I want to see it happen. I want to see all the promotions, okay? You guys promote. I'm expecting a message in my inbox. I'm going to be checking my little request folder. I want to know that you guys are showing up, that you're doing your work, you're making your dreams happen. I believe in all of you. You got to go believe in yourself and then freaking just go get to work. that's all I got for you guys.